Hello, hello, Bl'Artagnan here with Parted Hopes, the Snow Intertwined Wills Lufenia Plus fight. We have an exciting low turn run for you here, featuring Machina, Noctis, and Y'shtola. Before we get too deep into it, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, leave a comment down below, let me know your thoughts on the fight, your thoughts on the team, your thoughts on, I don't know, crop circles? I don't know. Anyway. We're opening up with that Noctis LD, so we're going to be getting some free turns out the wazoo, which is pretty great. And we're bringing in that Y'shtola Burst Effect and Kurasame LD call. We want that Kurasame call because the orb has two conditions. The primary condition, I feel, is if you take reduced brave damage, the orb goes up by 3, selling snow. It also has a +1 on ice damage effect, though, so you can stabilize it with ice damage, and that's what Y'shtola is going to be doing. Starting off here with Machina, we used his LD, and then we used his skill 1 because it had 2 dumps, and I figured I don't want to waste the Noctis warp step there, and I also don't want him spamming awakenings and staying in place and then having to use a turn. So Noctis is able to reapply warp step. I'm trying to figure out what to do here. We're going to bring in the burst phase or burst finisher. This guy, this Machina fellow. What a wrecking truck. What a house. He really has just kind of changed the game in a way that feels kind of unnecessary, but I'm having fun with it. Let's go ahead and set up for a free launch, I guess. Might as well. It doesn't hurt. And one last application of Warp Step as we get ourselves all set up and ready to go. Little minion there showing up, but that's okay. We don't care about him. There we go, free launch. That's just a little bit of bonus free damage. That's cool. And we're going to go ahead and use one Furious Blades. There are a couple of reasons we do this. One, you'll see, thanks to Warp Step, it jumped him right ahead, so that's a nice little bit of synergy between Machina and Noctis. The other reason is because his burst effect is 8 turns, and you get 7 turns in the burst phase. So this means he'll have exactly enough turns in the burst phase to use all of his HP plus burst whatever attacks, and then get the bonus damage, cap up, whatever you want to call it, from the finisher, or during the finisher. Speaking of raising cap, we're bringing in my buddy Daniel's Yuna here. Thank you, Daniel. She is going to be facilitating an absolutely grotesque burst phase. Getting in some free damage from the base range launch call, you might as well, before pulling in the LD call, because this thing is, as you probably know by now, is completely busted. And if there's one thing I've really grown to enjoy doing, it's setting up ludicrous burst phases using this call. And so here we go. Time to start spamming Furious Blades Burst. Let's see how much damage this does. Woo! 2 million, just shy of 2.1 million. Holy cow. Let's go. Because as you get, the cap up is just insane right now between Yuna and Machina, so they're just like, they're basically dealing just shy of 200,000 HP damage per dump, which is an absurd amount of damage to be dealing. Given that Max Brave used to be, what, 99999? It just, war has changed, guys. War has changed. We're also kind of farming a little bit of extra damage off the ad there with the LD follow-up, which is kind of funny, but not really consequential, but we'll take it. That thing does need to die in order to end the fight, so might as well. And then let's finish this off, illuminating the future. Go, Power Rangers. There we go, 14.4 million damage. Now, I've seen some more impressive Machina burst phases than that, let's be real, but I'm happy with that one. I'll take it. Hopping into the summon, which actually buffs up the orb thanks to Shiva, which is nice. More free turns. You've seen we've used 3 turns now. We used 1 in order to apply Warp Step. We used 1 to use Yuna's Burst. And unfortunately, because Warp Step counted down in the burst phase out of necessity, Machina's burst phase did count as a turn. So there we have it. Finish this off one more launch. Look at that. 2.12 million damage. There you have it. 3 turns, Snow Intertwined Wills. That was stupid. Machina's busted. What a rush. I hope you enjoyed this little adventure. I sure did. So I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Adios.